My favorite scene is the scene where Miss Avery sings to Allie. A lot of things in this show, like it's acted up and it's dramatized and it's comedic and it's funny, but that is just very real and the message is real and it's kept raw. And I think that it just has such an amazing application for everyone in the cast, but also the people that are going to come and witness it.
Valkyrie's a story about learning how to face life and realize that you don't have to be overcome by life, that life doesn't have to be something that controls you, that God is here with you, and that ultimately God is in control even when everything kind of spirals out of control.
Everybody in the world has times where they just feel stressed and anxious and overwhelmed and just beaten down and just so small.
What's important is that you don't succumb to it and let it defeat you and decide that because you're feeling these things, you're just going to give up. What's important is that you look to your friends and family to help you, you look to the Lord to help you.
In real life, it's not easy for people to have anxiety. It's not easy for them to ask for help because they're anxious about it. It goes a lot deeper than that. It's not easy for the people around them to help them because they don't know how, because they know that they're struggling. And it's a really vicious cycle that is really, really hard and really, really consistent and constant for so many people.
I think people who have anxiety and fight it every day should see this show because it's relatable. Everybody feels these things and it's not just you. You're not alone. It's okay to feel like that.
Your anxiety doesn't mean that you're a bad Christian or that you're doing it wrong. It just means that your faith in this world has been tested and that God is going to get you through the hard stuff and He's there with you.
And I love this show because anyone can come see it and find out and be reminded where they can go for comfort and where they can find their courage and who specifically can help them back up.
If you have anxiety, you go and you see it and you know it and you live it. But if you don't, I think it's really amazing not only to see how to help these people, but to also understand what they're going through and like what they feel and like what these moments and these times seem like and how big of a thing it is to them. Because I think that if you don't struggle with it and you don't feel it on a daily basis, it's so easy to not understand the gravity of the situation, especially to the person that's struggling.
It is such a wonderfully positive message that you always can find yourself and your worth, and even if at that moment you feel like you can't, there's always somebody to turn to.
So it's really a great reminder to me that there is someone who will always be there for me.
Even when you are at your lowest point, there's gonna be somebody at your side, and there's always someone who loves you.
It has a lot that it just talks about not being on your own and finding strength in the Lord, which is really important, especially in today's day and age.
You should come see Valkyrie because it's an amazing show. The music is super catchy, the choreography is amazing, the costumes are awesome, it's gonna be a cool venue, but also because it's an awesome story and it's sharing the gospel in a way that is just so creative and like different than anything I've ever seen.
And I think this show just shows different ways that people do that, different ways you can ask for help, but also that it's gonna be okay. And also that like, Jesus is always there, no matter what. And so, it's just a really good show.